But today, I'm actually sponsored by a company that I'm really excited to talk about. Happy Meat Farms is an animal farming company that offers a variety of different delicious meat products. As an animal lover myself, I am so grateful to be sponsored by Happy Meat Farms. A variety of different delicious meat products. As an animal lover myself,
Welcome to the New World Order.
Hey, what is up, guys? So there is a creator on YouTube named Bale who makes very in-depth and fairly comprehensive videos going over different conspiracies over the show SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, aside from my criticisms in this video, his conspiracy videos on SpongeBob are actually pretty insane and in-depth, and he comes to some pretty reasonable conclusions by the end of them. But this video has nothing to do with his actual conspiracy theories for SpongeBob. He recently released his 6th SpongeBob conspiracy video, and it was titled SpongeBob Conspiracy Number 6, The Goofy Goober Alien Death Cult Theory. And in the beginning of the video, he ended up going over his sponsor for the video, and his sponsor was Happy Farms.
now, this is the part of the video where I try to make you think I'm about to start the theory, but then, oh boy, a sponsor! Everyone loves those. But today, I'm actually sponsored by a company that I'm really excited to talk about. Happy Meat Farms is an animal farming company that offers a variety of different delicious meat products. In the meat industry, there's so many factory farms out there that force thousands of animals into tight, unlivable spaces and pump them full of GMOs. But Happy Meat Farms is a completely humane and organic alternative. Every animal has plenty of wide outdoor space to roam free, and every animal is raised 100% naturally with no added chemicals. As an animal lover myself, I am so grateful to be sponsored by Happy Meat Farms. If you want to learn more about them and what they stand for, go to happymeatfarms.com.
So as we can see, Bale is being sponsored by Happy Meat Farms, and he, in the process of doing this, claims that he is an animal lover. Now, I'm going to give Alex the benefit of the doubt here and maybe say that he hasn't thought enough about what it means to be an animal lover and what it means to support a company like Happy Meat Farms. I mean, Happy Meat Farms compares themselves very often to factory farms, and this is what many, local humane farms do. They compare themselves to the worst possible scenario, like factory farms, and then use that as a way to say, like, oh, this is totally okay, this is totally ethical, when really it's just the lesser of two evils. Of course, it's better to have an animal live on a Happy Meat farm than a factory farm, but in both cases, you are actively paying for animals to be murdered, to be exploited, to be viewed as commodities. Again, Alex maybe just hasn't thought this through, but Alex, if you're listening, just ask yourself, would you promote a company like Happy Meat Farms if instead of doing what they're doing to cows, pigs, and chickens, they were doing it to dogs and cats? Would you consider yourself an animal lover for promoting a farm which raises cats and dogs very happily, but it ends up murdering them at around 1/4 of their natural lifespan, or when the farmer deems them profitable enough to murder? It really doesn't get more straightforward than that. So Alex, if you're watching this, please just reconsider having a sponsorship with a company who literally murders animals. If you identify as an animal lover, one would think that you wouldn't support such a company. But hey, the animal agriculture indoctrination process runs pretty deep, and I know plenty of people who do really love animals. They're just unaware of the cruelty derived from supporting these kinds of farms, even factory farms. Some people are unaware of that. But hey, let's take a look at this Happy Meat farm and see if they really are just, this very humane and animal-loving, animal-friendly farm. Okay, so it says solutions for a happier, humane future. If you scroll down, there's a video. Let's check out the video.
Welcome to Happy Meat Farms, where we believe in a happier, humane future. There's nothing better than a delicious prime rib steak or a steamy chicken cooked to perfection. But do you really know where you're getting your meat? Nowadays, there's so many factory farms that cram hundreds of animals into tight, unlivable spaces. and most animals are being genetically modified to produce as much meat as possible, but at the cost of giving the animals a painful life. After seeing the horrors of the meat industry, we founded Happy Meat Farms in 1998 with one goal in mind: finding a more humane solution to farming. And that solution was to raise these animals the same way they're raised in nature, the way God intended.
Okay, so we're already seeing the standard, comparison of what they do to the worst case scenario, factory farms. God was also invoked here as a kind of maybe justifier or means by which we determine how animals ought to be raised, on a more natural farm. Now, I would wonder if this farm or this company participates in artificial insemination, because in this context, if we're looking at the concept of God as maybe like synonymous with nature, because that's what it seems like they're doing, I'm pretty sure that God didn't, create artificial insemination for us to pursue naturally. I mean, it's literally artificial insemination. And of course, this is just like standard advertising. They're not going to show you the part that is actually the same as the factory farms, which is the slaughterhouse, which these animals are eventually sent to. All right. So these animals are murdered. And for some reason, the killing part is what many people who buy into these family farms or humane farms don't really care about. It's always just the conditions that matters, when of course we know that nice conditions and a net positive well-being in the universe generated from your being doesn't justify ending your being or murdering you. We wouldn't accept this in the case of humans. We wouldn't accept this in the case of dogs and cats. So why is it just suddenly okay in the case of cows, pigs, and chickens?
Our animals spend their days in wide open fields outside, where they're able to roam and be free. We raise our animals 100% naturally, with no GMOs or chemicals added. We believe that the best meat comes from the happiest animals, even if that means giving up profits. Together, we can build a better future for today, tomorrow, and the next day. Because when we work together, we can solve any problem.
So they say that they raise their animals in the most natural environment. They also said that they believe the best meat comes from the happiest animals, even if that means giving up profits. So let's just analyze this real quick. We all know that it is not very profitable for these kinds of companies to allow these livestock to procreate naturally. Now they're claiming to want these animals to be happier and insinuating that, the happier the animal, the better the meat, even if it means giving up profits.
We raise our animals 100% naturally, with no GMOs or chemicals added. We believe that the best meat comes from the happiest animals, even if that means giving up profits.
Now, it's obvious that they go through with the artificial insemination process to continue to breed these animals that they're, raising and killing, because it's more profitable. There just isn't enough time to naturally wait for these animals to procreate. How happy is an animal when they are in the process of being forcibly artificially inseminated? How natural is it to even do this? I mean, they're claiming to put aside profits while at the same time, literally artificially inseminating animals, which is to increase profits. And they're also claiming that they want these animals to be happier. And we all know that an animal is not happy when it's being forcibly artificially inseminated by a human. Now, all of this aside, the weirdest thing happens at the end of this clip.
And to us, problems are just future solutions waiting to be solved. By the trusted hands at Happy Meat Farms, a company that you can trust. To bring you a happier, healthier, and most importantly, more humane future. For your friends, family, and community. Welcome to the New World Order. Welcome to the New World Order.
Welcome to the New World Order.
So at the end of the clip, it says, "Welcome to the New World Order." Now, I'm not a super big conspiracy theorist. When I was like 10 or 12, I was super into this stuff. But just the way that she says it and how the phrase New World Order has been so affiliated with the Illuminati coming through and, taking over everything and just all kinds of conspiracy theories. It was so weird to just hear her say that.
Welcome to the New World Order.
Next time a really crazy anti-vegan conspiracy theorist tells you that veganism is the New World Order, just send them this video. All right, guys, that is the end of the video. Point of this video is that Bale needs to reconsider his sponsorship with a company which literally profits off of murdering animals while claiming to be somebody who is an animal lover. Pretty basic stuff. And of course, Happy Meat Farms is just another kind of humane local farm who tries to, convince people to buy their product because they're much better than the worst case scenario when they are still the lesser of two evils. So still evil. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.
Dude, even vegans don't get your weird, stupid wannabe sense of irony here. Who is your audience? Nobody gets these dumb jokes. Dude, even vegans don't get your weird, stupid